So when you have your staff do consultation and exams and x-rays, it significantly helps leverage your time, frees you up to see more. And the person typically want to do that is your marketing assistant, your second employee. But how this works dynamically is they would go into the patient would go into the office, and then you would go in there and just introduce yourself, da 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 da, and then you could even just get as much as the chief complaint and touch the area, and then you're done. Then you go, okay, I'm going to have Mary come in. She's going to work with you, and when she's done with you, I'll be back in. You're gone. She comes in and goes through all the consultation questions in detail. She does the exam. So you teach her how to do the preliminary exam. You come back in, and then she just reports in front of you the most positive findings. She would say, oh, she's tender here. She was tender here, tender here. And then what's the only thing that you have to do with the consultation? What's the bare minimum you can do, and it'd be totally fine. Just make sure you meet the patient, get the chief complaint, touch the area, make sure you know the primary ADL. That is literally the bare minimum you could do and be totally fine. In the exam, you would at least want to do like a range of motion, one orthopedic test, and palpation. That's all you'd have to do. But that's how that would work. You would introduce yourself, like your staff member would come in with you. You'd introduce yourself, hey, get the problem. And then I would get the ADL while I was there. I'd get the chief complaint, touch it, and get the primary ADL. That's the bare minimum that you would want. Mm-hmm. And then okay, Mary will work with you. I'll be back in when she's done. Walk out of the room. Mary does all the details of the consultation. She does the exam. You come back. She brings you back in when she's done. And then have her tell you what tests were mostly positive. Then the bare minimum you have to do is just check their range of motion, either Kemp's test or foraminal compression, whether it's the neck or lower back, and palpation. You're done. That's all you would have had to done. Then you give the diagnosis. Everything stays the same now. You give the diagnosis, tell them what needs to be done, how it's going to be done, answer all the questions, and then actually you tell them everything that's going to happen going forward. You're totally done, and then she does the patient education. She finishes. You leave the room. She finishes with patient education.
Okay.
That's day one.
Yes, yeah.
So day two, how that would work is you would come in, confirm the diagnosis, the problem, the time and money. That happens real fast.
Yeah.
And then get the agreement. You work with them the next 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
You're done. You walk out of the room. Okay, Mary will be with you. Make sure everything's agreed moving forward. Mm-hmm. You're done. You walk out of the room. Mary comes in and does the patient education.
At the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Day 3, the same.
Day 3, yep. You go in and treat the patient, or in this case, day 3 is not as big of a deal because money and time's already been agreed upon. So on day 3, she can actually go in and do patient education first.
Okay.
Because time and money's already been agreed upon. Day 2, that's not the case. Remember, when they come in, they're still wanting answers. What did the x-ray show? Can you help? See, their mind is in a different position. That's what needs to be handled first on day 2, not just walk them to patient education first.
Gotcha. Yep.
You can't do that on day 2. But day 3, you can, because all of that's already been answered. So you can go and adjust them, and she come in, or she can come in and do the patient education, then you come in.
Okay.
On day 3.
And then day 4?
day 4, I mean, if you wanted to teach her, she could do it all.
Okay.
You could actually teach her how to do it all. If anything, you could just teach her to do everything up to the money part
Right.
or up to the x-rays.
Mm-hmm.
So she could do the review of the patient education. She could go over the findings. She'll do everything up into the x-rays and then say, okay, doctor will be in right with you in just a second. And then you would just come in and go, okay, doctor, she went over everything with you. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your x-rays.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the x-rays, third party or preemptive strike time or money, and then asking them which phase of healing they want. But you can, with a strong person, teach them to do that whole thing.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to. Okay.
They're good with people, and they learn easy.
But I would do the X-ray part on day 4. That part. I wouldn't that be the most impactful?
You
Because
mean
of
the closing?
the closing. At what point do I, I'm
You
just saying
pick
like
up on the x-ray. You couldn't have her show x-rays.
correct. Yeah, because I would think that I have the most authority, and if they had any questions,
Well,
I could
that's
jump
not
in and
well, that's not really why. I mean, she can't legally she can't show somebody x-rays.
okay, okay,
She's not licensed.
I gotcha. Okay,
She's not a licensed provider.
I gotcha. Okay,
Um, but that's how you can do it.
okay, okay.
And that's tremendous leverage.
And then just as a recap, you're saying on day 1, she does my list of orthos. She tells me which ones are positive when I come in. And let's do at least the bare minimum, which I can do more if I wanted to, but let's say in this situation, I only do one. Let's say I do one of the positive ones that she did,
So
right?
you would do the range of motion, the positive orthopedic finding, and palpation.
Correct.
That's the 3 that you would do.
Yep.
So even if you just had her do the consultation, the examination, and patient education up to day 4 and the x-rays,
Mhm.
that's a lot of time she saved you.
Yes, she did.
And then you just do day 4, if you wanted to.
Mhm.
But the big time saver is the consultation, exam, and doing x-rays. That's the big time savers.
I also, on a side note, what I've been doing for saving time is I have the list of orthos already, and I've checked and I briefly, quickly write, and then she puts them in the notes for me, pre-filled out for me. So when I go back through, I just review, boom, 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 and sign it off.
Yeah, I don't know your note system, so.
Okay. Well, it's just a pain in the ass to stop what I'm doing to go put it in the notes while they're still there when I'm going. On exams. I'm not talking about on a regular day. Regular day different, but on exams, it's a pain in the ass to go through every one of those orthos. But if she fills it out, speeds it way up.
Oh, you have her come into the room with you and checks it off?
No, I take a piece of paper that has the orthos on it. Kimps, positive, grading functional capacity,
You
3.
check it on paper and then she enters it into the computer?
Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
okay. Yeah.
Because I just put it on her desk. She fills it up. She puts it all in for me. Done. I just go back through. Oh, yep, it's all in there. All
Yeah.
that.
But I would definitely do that. I mean, in my situation, I had associate doctors, so I just had my associate doctors do it. But that's a great leverage of time when you get them to do the majority of the consultation, the majority of the exam, and taking x-rays.
Yes, 100%.
That helps a lot. And then the next step from there is there's really the associate doctor to see patients.
Mhm.
And that'll help when you get the associate doctor that somebody's doing that. That'll even help leverage up time for the associate doctor to see patients.
Mhm.
So that's just a good office system to get to that point.